Welcome to a great new week. Isn't it wonderful we get to start over every week and try and get it right? You're watching and listening to the Pat Sheranian Show, and thank you for being on KHQN 1480 and pat.utahvalleylive.com. We appreciate your attendance with us this morning, and I have, of course, my favorite person, Julia Curry.
Thank you, Pat. Nice to be here again.
It's nice to have you here, and we're going to find out what's going on in Utah Valley this week, today, and maybe a little bit beyond. Lots and lots of things are happening all the time. But first, I want to thank our sponsor, Kyani, Kyani. And if you're an athlete and you're looking for an extra boost for your workouts, or even if you're not and you have workouts, if you're not a full-blown athlete, let me suggest that you try Kyani Nitro FX. Nitro FX dilates the arteries so more blood, oxygen, and nutrients can travel from the heart to the rest of the body. Taking a few drops of Kyani Nitro FX every day improves energy and defends repairs and maintains nearly every cell in the body. Boost your performance by Kyani Nitro FX today. Call 801-362-9552. 801-362-9552. Okay? And let's go.
Let's go. And what a wonderful time to be in Utah.
Oh, so pretty.
Isn't it just stunning?
You don't have to go very far. If you have a tree in your yard anywhere, it's changing color.
Well, what we're so fortunate with is that it starts in the mountains, and then it just slowly works its way down, and then now it's gorgeous down here where the mountains are fading a little bit. But I was up at Sundance this last weekend with a familiarization tour that I hosted, and the Quakies are just quakifying. They are just...
Are those real words?
Yeah, the Quakies are quakifying. They're just really vibrant. They're so beautiful right now.
So many different colors. So many different colors. And Sundance is really a beautiful place. If you're in Utah, it's just a 20-minute drive up from Provo or from the freeway. Go and just drive around the resort itself, because you can stand almost anywhere in any direction, and it's just gorgeous.
Well, the Alpine Loop is a real popular drive, and actually Saturday and Sunday it was very crowded up there with people driving.
Imagine that.
And yeah, imagine that. And then people cycling, and it was a busy place to be.
The weather was nice. Weather was
it's been
really
so
nice.
warm. High 60s, 70 maybe today.
I actually, we finished pulling out some things from the garden. I painted a deck top. Yards got cut. I'm not ready to pull out all my flowers yet.
No.
In Utah, we have to pull out our flowers before it snows, or we don't go back out and pull them out. They just die right there.
Because when it happens, it happens.
It happens all at once. But so far, it's been absolutely beautiful. Oh, I cut my pumpkin. I grew this big pumpkin.
Good for you.
And a little one, and they're now out front of my house with a stuffed scarecrow.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. You're festive and ready for the season.
Ready for the season. I really am. So tell us some more about what's happening in and around the valley.
Well, being that I work for the Utah Valley Convention and Visitors Bureau, and you can reach us at 801-851-2100, we have our finger on tap of everything that's going on and exciting here. A lot of it is right now the fall colors and all the fall activities. The Nebo Loop is also a very popular drive this time of year.
Okay, and how do you get there?
South. You go south.
Okay.
It's Nebo Mountain up down there and towards Mona.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
And so that's a beautiful drive also. And then just the Provo River Trail, just going up Provo Canyon along the Provo River. Upper Falls, which are just a little further up from Bridalveil right now. Right underneath the falls, all the Quakies are quakifying. a Juliaism, and it's just
that's because
stunning.
she's the senior sales manager at Utah Valley Convention Visitor Center, and she did her own commercial this morning, which is getting better and better all the time. We're going to hire you. 851-2100, 801-851-2100 now. The phone number is because you're going to want to call and ask her some questions because of all the things that she's got her hand involved in this valley. So if you're doing anything, bringing friends in, visitors, you're going to want to know how to get a hold of Julia. 851-2100, 801-851-2100.
And if you prefer your computer, or your iPad or iPod or iPhone, whatever you have, your smartphones, it would be very smart and behoove you to go to our website, which is just simply utahvalley.com.
That's easy.
And there's just a plethora. Find what to do, where to stay, what's going on. It's just, I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go on with that. But also on our website, you can go to utahvalley.com/fall colors.
Oh, pretty.
And then it'll pop up a whole bunch of different places to go and how exactly to get to the Nebo Loop.
Now I understand your photographs on Facebook.
Okay.
Now I
understand them because they are so gorgeous, and you've been taking them along the way.
I have.
Beautiful. There's one with a lake or something.
Yeah, I was hiking the Y earlier last week, and it was towards dusk, and the colors were just beautiful.
And you were able to shoot the lake, is that where
as I was coming down. Yeah, that was that shot. So
beautiful, just beautiful. Okay, what else is going on with fall activities that are just going to be nothing but fun in Utah Valley?
Well, if you haven't gotten your pumpkin yet or grew your own pumpkin, like our Pat Sheranian here, there's a wonderful place to go that I just wanted to talk about. Bud Durant, he's known as the Pumpkin Man, and he sold pumpkins out of the front of his house there on his lawn for over 20 years. He and his wife, Connie, are in their 70s. And they sell their pumpkins there, and it's a tradition for so many families to go to Bud's
house. There's a picture that we're looking at for those of you, well, you can't see this anyway, it's too small, but his whole front yard is covered in pumpkins.
Right. They wake up every morning at 5 a.m. and they head to their 60 to 70 acre farm and pick all their pumpkins, but as Connie always says, but not on Sunday. They don't go on Sunday. And so they have them in different sections, the $2, the $3, the $5 pumpkins, and it's fun. It's actually located in Orem. Their home is at 1600 North, 120 West in Orem.
I just went past that.
Did you see it?
I did. I couldn't imagine all these pumpkins. This was their home. I was up, I had my hair done.
Okay.
Up in State Street, that way. Went around the corner, going north on 1600, I passed them.
Yeah.
A gazillion cars.
Oh, yes.
I looked because there were so many cars. And then as far as the eye could see, pumpkins.
Yeah, and they have an old Model T out there, and they have a scarecrow, and yeah, it's just
fun.
It's just a great place that people look forward to. So anyway, so that's the Pumpkin Man is Bud Durant, and again, he's in Orem, and his address is 1600 North, 120 West.
Easy to find.
So if you haven't gotten your pumpkins, there's lots of places to go, but that's become a tradition for a lot of families in the valley.
Great.
Also, the Heber Valley Railroad's Haunted Canyon at Vivian Park.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's the railroad.
I know about that.
And they have a lot of fun things that happen on the trip. And I was riding my bike up the Provo River Trail, and I saw that a few places there's scarecrows along by the railroad track. So it's a train ride through the canyon, and they tell haunted stories as you take the train ride.
Is this the one that goes up to Heber?
Yes.
It comes back?
It comes down to Vivian Park. It's $16 for adults and $8 for children, 12 and under. And so you can go to HeberValleyRailroad.com and get information for that, because it's pretty much our last week here.
I started to say, because snow's coming, we know that, so when it gets too cold. What are the hours? Do you have any idea what the hours are?
I don't have that with me, but that would be on their website.
Okay.
And then for something different, I actually bought the tickets to this, and now I have to hurry up and use them because it's going to get cold.
It is.
But the class ropes course down on West Center Street.
Oh, that's a great course.
Isn't that fun?
It is a great course.
They have a riverboat ride down the Provo River. And
have you done that?
No,
I have.
Oh, you have?
I have.
Oh,
and
fun.
I took grandchildren when they were very young, and they squealed and yelled and screamed and did the whole thing because things jump off the
banks of
the river. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
And it's a very tight. You don't have very many. It's a small little boat, and you go around this. It goes slow, but the young children absolutely get it, and they laugh.
Oh,
and
wonderful!
Squeal and carry on. It's really cute.
Well, I have 4 tickets. Maybe I'll grab some neighbor kids.
Grab some kids because the children really enjoy it.
And take that. So a boat leaves every 30 minutes, and it goes from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock through Halloween. So
we're about to change time pretty quick, so it'll be dark early.
It'll be dark early.
Bundle up.
And it's going to get cold as of tomorrow night.
Yes, it will. So bundled up, wear your, nylon winter stuff and long leggings and boots and the whole works, because you're moving just enough that there's a breeze on you as you're moving. So it's open. The boat is open.
Right.
And it has a little canopy over the top, but it's open along the sides.
And it gets chilly.
Good. So
But
that's
fun, really fun. Take a thermos of hot chocolate so when you get back you can drink hot chocolate.
So that's the Class Ropes course, and it's their annual Halloween cruise in Provo down on West Center. You can't miss it if you head down there.
On the way to the airport, on the way down to the lake, you're going to pass it.
Right. And it's $8 per person, or if you want to reserve the whole boat for, I think it holds about 30 people crammed in there.
I don't remember that many, but it could be possible.
If you want to reserve the whole boat, then it's $175 to $195.
I think probably you have to be good friends to get that many on the boat.
Well, you'll keep one another warm.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll keep one another warm for sure. So,
fun.
And then also on October 28th, and there's so many things going on in the valley, but these are just highlighting a few that maybe some people don't know about. The Halloween Carnival is put on by the Provo City Special Events, and it's only $3 per person, or $10 per family, and we know some of these families here can get quite large, so that's a really economical choice. And you can enjoy magic shows, carnival games, crafts, a mad scientist lab, Peter Pan's Neverland activity room, and there'll be candy and prizes for everyone.
Tell us again where that is.
That carnival will be at the center in Provo on October 28th from 5 to 10 p.m.
And the center is on Freedom Boulevard. Freedom Boulevard, and what, 4th or 5th?
Yeah, about 4th or 5th.
So it's the youth center. Also, it's right kind of connected to the Eldridge Center.
Right, and I think that's right across from the Oz.
It is
building there that they have there also.
So it's a downtown Provo is how you would say that. It's not too far from Smith's on State Street. So
right,
it'll be that would be fun. That would be a kick.
Well, and it's inside in case the weather is bad on October 28th.
Perfect.
And if a little further down, if you want to go down to Santa Quin, is the Red Barn, and if you head to Rowley's Southridge Farms there, they have a hayride, and you can go on a hayride and then go pick out your own pumpkin.
And take your money with you, because when you get to the Red Barn, they have all kinds of things for sale.
They do.
And it is a fun place to be.
Yeah, pumpkin pie, ice cream, fresh apple juice, and apple cider slushies.
Really good.
So admission is $3 for adults and $2.50 for children under 8.
Now the barn doesn't charge anything to go in.
No,
it's a retail store, but this is for the
hayride and picking a pumpkin. And then they have all those fun activities afterwards.
That would be fun.
And then of course one of the larger celebrations at this time is Thanksgiving Point and Corn Belly's Corn Maze and Pumpkin Festival. I know we've talked about that a little bit, but I printed up a little extra things that they have. They have so many things going on. Arnold, our managing marketing director there at the Convention and Visitors Bureau, went this Saturday, and he said there was so much for kids of all age. And they have hay rides also. They have those big jumping pillows. They have a haunted creature you go through. They have duck races.
Wait, back up. A haunted creature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's this big blow-up, huge, long thing that has a maze in it that you walk through.
That you walk through?
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
And probably things jump out at you or noises scare you, and it moans and groans. It makes noises also.
Oh my heavens. Okay.
And the corn cannons when they
Is that open now?
Yep.
Okay, so it's open now, and the charge on this is?
Charge on this, well, the hours are Monday through Thursday, 4 to 10 p.m., and then Friday to Saturday, it's 10 to 11, and the starting price is $8.95.
10 to 11 in the morning?
10 in the morning to 11 at night.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday.
Oh, wow. Just wild.
Right. And then they have a singing chicken show. I don't know what that exactly is.
If you know about the singing chicken, maybe you could call or get on our chat room at pat.com and find out tell us what the singing chicken is all about. Okay.
I'm sure it's chicken singing, not those of us that are too chicken to sing, that they make us sing. But
okay, Julia.
I think it sounds fun. Haunted Maze Trail, of course, Corn Belly's Corn Maze, which is huge, and there's a pumpkin princess playground. There's just so many fun things there to do.
This is a great place to go and have the kids dress up in costume and take pictures.
Right.
This would really be a fun place, yeah.
Right. So even though it's going to be getting colder soon, just bundle up and go have your harvest fun at Corn Bellies.
Okay. All right. What else is going on? We have our new convention center that is going to be finished next year around April time. Is that right?
Yes.
In the spring?
2012.
And our Utah Valley Convention Center is absolutely gorgeous in downtown Provo. And of course, this is the county seat here at Provo. And so it'll make it so everyone can be part of what is going on. Because they'll be close enough if they're in Utah County to get there easily.
Right.
But you want to tell us about it?
I don't know if they can see this picture or not.
Hold it up a little bit.
But this is a picture of the new convention center, and it's actually looking like this now. It's pretty exciting.
For you on the radio, just trust us, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful building. It's on Center Street and 200 West. And it's coming along nicely. Every week we get to go do a hard hat tour and take people who are looking to have meetings, conventions, seminars.
And rumor has it you're moving your offices over there.
Yes, we are. They've built space for us. We're going to be right as you come in the main entrance on Center Street. We'll be right to your left with all of our visitors' information, our brochures, and our offices will be right there.
And let's tell the folks what it is you do.
Okay.
And besides give our own commercial, which is really good, at the Utah Valley Convention and Visitors Bureau, and you've been there about 5 years.
It'll be 5 years in March.
So let's share with the folks on the radio and on the internet what it is that you do.
Well, I'm in the sales department. I'm the senior sales manager, and what we do is we work with people that have any size groups that want to have meetings or family reunions or weddings in Utah Valley, just Utah Valley.
Okay.
And I help get you reduced hotel room rates and find you meeting space that will work for your group. We can help get entertainment or keynote speakers if you need for your event. We can help do sample itineraries. So we're just
Tours.
We're just a wealth of information, a great resource, and the best thing about our services, they don't cost you a dime.
That's perfect. That works.
That's the best kind of sales job you can have when you don't charge your clients anything. So we look at the tax revenue that comes from those groups.
That's great.
That's how we judge the economic impact.
I don't need to ask, do you love your job?
I do love my job. Actually, the last 2 weeks, I've had 2 groups here, and so I've spent a lot of time up at Sundance and showing them around and being with them, and it's really been a wonderful time because it's so beautiful like we set up there now.
We definitely have 4 seasons. For those of you that happen to be in California, you know you get 1 season, which is nice, and we miss it. I miss it. But I have enjoyed the 4 seasons. I'm not keen on the snow because I don't like driving in it, but I love it when it first falls.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And we're getting ready. We can feel it in the air every single day. It's coming.
It's coming.
Now, is your knee well enough for you to ski this year?
Yes, I actually skied 4 times last year.
Did you?
Right. And I was just talking to a friend of mine, Mark Allen. I think you might know
I
Mark.
do know Mark, sure.
On the phone today, getting some more information about Bud the Pumpkin Man, and we're looking forward to skiing a few times this season together. So
no wild stuff.
No, I've calmed down. It's amazing what injury does and lays you up for a while. You rethink. You realize, oh, I am mortal.
No more aerials.
No more jumping off cliffs. But back to the convention center.
Okay.
The exhibit hall is on the main floor.
Okay.
And it's almost 20,000 square feet. The exhibit hall for our new convention center is 19,620. Now, if you want to have the room set up theater style, where it's just chairs in a row like a theater, that will hold 1,750 people.
Wow.
And if you want banquet style with tables with rounds of 8 or 10, it'll hold about 1,440 people.
That's a lot. That's great. Then isn't this the largest facility we're going to have in the valley?
Yes, yes.
And I mean, Marriott is here. It's a great hotel, but it won't hold that many people.
And the Provo Marriott is a great source for overflow when we have groups that they need more space, and then because it's right next to it, and
they're talking about building a sky bridge that will go from,
Oh, that would be nice.
right, from the Marriott over to the convention
Now,
center.
does this convention center have the, does it have breakout rooms up on another floor?
It does,
So that
it
you
does.
can do your big everybody come together thing and then break out into individual rooms?
Right.
Okay.
The next level is the grand ballroom, and both the exhibit hall and the grand ballroom are divisible by 3.
So you can break it up?
So you can break it up. So the grand ballroom, if you divide it into 3, it's about 5,350 square feet in each section.
That's a nice size.
And the nice thing also is the air walls that go out, literally go out. They've designed it so it doesn't take up any extra space in the room. It goes out past the boundary more or less and then tucks away behind. So it
so
doesn't
go into the walls then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the walls tuck into the walls?
Yeah, it goes
Okay.
back into the walls.
Okay.
So the grand ballroom's going to be 16,894 square feet, which is a very large
It's
ballroom.
a big room.
Very large ballroom. And it will be carpeted, and we've already booked several groups. Actually, in July, our first group that we booked is the Siberian Husky Club of America.
I can't figure out how they're going to use it, but I bet they do.
Well,
they will.
they won't be in a room where there's carpeting.
Sure.
They'll definitely be down in the exhibit hall
Exhibit hall.
with the dogs. So.
The space on the main floor compared to the main floor out at UVU, it used to be the McKay Center. I think it's now called the UCCU Center. Because that's a huge floor. I've been out there for many trade shows.
That is a huge floor. I believe theirs is a little larger because they can move their facility back with the chairs. They can move the bleachers
And the benches
back
and forth. Okay.
So I believe theirs is a little larger, but we of course have the ability to have just great audiovisual, all the internet and broadband that any group would need, especially the high-tech companies that are coming into
They don't have to go to Vegas every time now?
No.
Because that's what they've been doing. We'll bring them here.
Well, if it's
Good.
too big, if it's
So
too big.
if you're anywhere in the United States and you want to know more about this, Julia is the person to call at 801-851-2100. And that will get you into the Utah Valley Convention and Visitors.
Be affiliated with and to sell and to share with people.
I was thinking the other day, I came up for what I thought was a short period of time to work for BYU in the motion picture studio, and I stayed there about 2 years, and then other things happened, and I thought, well, I'll go back to California, or maybe I'll go back where I was raised in the South. I've been here almost 30 years.
Have you?
I have.
Wow.
I have, and you know what? I love the people. I've gotten, well, almost used to the weather. So one of these days I'm going to have a place down in St. George, and then I'll go away for a couple of weeks. But I really like the people. I like the environment. I like what's going on. I love the education. 2 huge major universities now with UVU and BYU. It's really a wonderful area to grow up in, and so much going on. And we haven't scratched the surface. So, okay, we're going to move on.
Okay.
Anything else you want to tell us about that?
Well, you did ask about the breakout rooms.
Oh, okay, let's hear about
And they're
this.
all on the top level, the 3rd level, and there's about 9,500 square feet, and there's about 7 to 9 different rooms, and then there's also a boardroom that's a little over 600 square feet that overlooks the whole mountain range. But
Beautiful.
the best part of our convention center is on that top level on the north end is a big open garden patio. So people in nice weather can go out and enjoy the patio.
Have a reception
And have the views of our stunning mountains, which are just a stone's throw away. Really, they're so close here. They're so beautiful. So that's what's happening, and we're really excited about that convention center. So if you're looking to have a wedding reception or a meeting or a convention or a seminar or a luncheon, just give me a call at 801-851-2100.
All right, now we're going to move on to things that are happening in the airport with Frontier Airlines, which most of us did not know there was such thing going on until recently. In fact, they're fairly new.
They are. Their first flight was June 21st, and it took off on a Tuesday morning. Went to Denver with...
You were on the plane. I forgot about that.
No. Dignitaries and important people were on the plane.
Julia, you should have been on.
Well,
hello. You should have had Julia on that plane.
That's okay. Joel Raker, our CEO, went, and along with several other people with full plane, and went over to Denver. And then I know Arnold, our marketing director, went also, and they contacted the Denver Convention Visitors Bureau. So we are looking to partner with them with this flight now.
Oh, with the flight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to bring more business both ways.
Because Denver is the hub for Frontier Airlines, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if I get on a plane here and want to go to San Francisco, right now I would have to go to Denver and then to San Francisco, is that correct?
That's correct.
It'd still be faster than driving.
It probably would, depending on your layover time.
Yeah, it would.
But there's only one flight, so it's in the morning around 8:30, leaving Provo to Denver, and then the Denver flight, I believe they changed it, so it's coming in at 7:30 now.
So that's a nice go spend the day and come back.
Right, or
if
you're going East Coast, or even if, like you said, California, and you don't want to drive up to Salt Lake and pay that parking price, because parking at Provo Airport is only $3.50 a day.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's great.
Can we park downtown as little as that? I'm not sure.
I don't think so either.
Not very much. That's great.
So we're excited about that, and hopefully other airlines will look at the success Frontier's having. We are flying at about 85% occupancy, their load level, so that's great.
That is good.
And so hopefully that will continue, and other airlines will jump on.
Did they put in a new runway out there? Or
No.
To accommodate?
No. It was mostly they needed to upgrade the radar.
Oh, okay.
And
so they had the runway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and these are smaller jets, right?
Oh, it's a good sized plane. It's a good sized plane. I don't know exactly the size, but I think about 100 people.
So it's more than a puddle jumper.
Oh, yes.
You can hear yourself talk when you're inside of the plane.
Yes, you can. It's a jet. It's a jet. So, well, but now it's safe enough with the radar so they can fly in and out.
With weather being what it will be in the winter.
But it's quite an awesome sight sometimes if you're out and about. And a friend of mine lives in Lehigh, and he said one morning there was this just dark shadow that came over, and he heard this noise. Goes, oh my gosh, what is it? And he looked up, and it was the big airplane. Because we don't have very many coming in that size.
A lot of little planes and a lot of air balloons, hot air balloons.
That's true.
They're all over.
And they're still going up all the time.
Now, as the weather gets colder, they won't.
They won't.
But during the summer and early spring, and I'm over a little ridge, kind of a high hill. I wouldn't call it a mountain, but it's kind of a hill. And one day, and I had an empty lot next to me, and they had a problem coming over this hill, and I thought they were going to land in my backyard. They wound up in the lot next door.
Oh my goodness.
Which is no longer a lot. But that wasn't pleasant because I was in the shower. and I could see it out of the window, and it suddenly occurred to me they could see through the window. So that's another story.
Well, I know Jeff Alexander with Alexander Print Advantage has a balloon, as does Senator Kurt Bramble, and he lives just down the street from me. But I saw a few balloons up very early in the morning just a few weeks ago.
So
because we've had such nice weather.
I think we ought to take a camera the next spring, and go down and film that whole thing.
I'll do that.
Would you do that?
I'll put on my GoPro camera, strap it on a helmet or
and go.
Whatever. Yeah.
I was going to mention, in order to get to Julia's home where she's living, you have to be part goat, mountain goat, to get there once it snows. Oh, it's fun though.
It is. It is fun. And about 2 times a season, I cannot make it up my hill. And so I just park down there, and I'm a good emergency preparedness little girl, and I have everything I need in my trunk. So I have an extra pair of snow boots I got at Savers, and I just throw those on.
And this is why I live down by the stadium.
And I hike up the hill.
Okay, all right. What are the Visitors Bureau, what are they doing, Convention Visitors Bureau doing to promote their tourism throughout the valley? Is there anything in particular that they're doing other than they, of course, have you to promote what they're doing?
Right. Well, we have a lot of articles and advertisement in a lot of different publications. We've publicized in Sunset Magazine. And,
Oh, really?
A lot of the tourism magazines, meeting planner magazines. Smart Meetings is a magazine that we
Do you guys have a
advertise in.
magazine for the Convention Bureau?
Well, funny you should ask.
I really
Pat,
didn't know this.
because
I know you.
we
Okay,
do.
this one you did mention once
We
before.
do. Yeah.
This is beautiful.
The Utah Valley Convention Visitors Bureau. This is our visitor's guide, and so the front part of it we have in here. We have all different information on our services, things to do, facts about Utah Valley, attractions, hotels, and then you take the magazine, and then if you flip it over, it then becomes your meeting planner guide. So
Oh.
it has all the information in here that you would need about all the different hotels and meeting space that we have in the valley that you can go to. It's a wonderful resource, and you can come into our office at 111 South University Avenue and get a copy.
I was just going to ask that for our folks listening on KHQN, 1480 AM. Take time, and next time you're in Provo, please drop in. It's almost directly across the street from the old Tabernacle in downtown Provo, just south of the old courthouse, the old county courthouse. And this is a beautiful magazine, and everything in the world is in there.
It is just
Beautiful
gorgeous.
pictures.
Just gorgeous. Timpanogos Cave talks about high country rafting and fly fishing, and the
Oh,
historic
it's got a picture
terrain,
of the Heber Creeper.
and has a map of our area, so you can see exactly what Utah County consists of. And it also has a picture of me and my daughter.
Oh, there you are. Oh, that's a great picture.
Yeah, it was fun.
Julia, that's great.
Our ad agency came and did some photo shoots and asked if anybody was willing to do that. So
You raised
we
your
went.
hand.
Well, yes, because I'm so shy and reserved. Of course, I raised my hand. And
That is
so,
really, really fun. And if you're on pat.utahvalleylive.com, we have a chat room. We'd love to hear your comments. If you want a magazine, let us know. But you'll have to give us your address so we can you mail them out?
we sure can.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we sure
And you
can.
can ask a question, so join us in the chat room, pat.utahvalleylive.com. And Kip Borking, of course, owns utahvalleylive.com.
Who does? What was that name again?
Kent Borking.
Thank you.
Did I not get the whole name?
Well,
out?
you say it so often in your life that I think it just sort of ran into it. So we should
Somebody I've known for a long
a
time.
long time. All right.
So let us know what your comments are. Julia's thinking of spinning off her own show. We're just now starting to talk about that, and we should not announce it, so play like you didn't hear it yet. But that's because she's so shy. You know that by now. That we think she ought to do a whole entire show all on her own with a camera in her hand and go all over the valley.
Well,
Or-
I'd love
or better
to.
still, somebody that has a camera in their hand.
No, you can put this high definition GoPro camera. I'm not kidding you, Pat. It's that big. It's this little square. It's a wide angle, and you can attach it to a helmet if you're cycling or skiing. And then it has a strap
And the day
in
you
it.
see me skiing and hiking, would you please take a picture? It never happened.
Oh, we can Photoshop that.
Okay, I'll dress up and stand. on
But
the
then
mountain.
my friend Mark Allen, he has a mount on his ski pole that he just puts the camera on the pole, and he'll just hold the pole and take pictures of people. And then there's also a harness that you can put it on your chest and go do things. I actually wore that GoPro camera a few times last year skiing. Mark helped me set everything. And then when I was going up to the Y hiking last spring, I think it was, and there was a man next to me starting to hike the trail, this gigantic backpack on. I mean, it went from the top of his head down to his knees almost. And I looked at him, I said, "So, you planning to stay here a while?" and
He's going to move in and throw up his tent on the Y.
And he said, "Nope, only about 15 minutes." Well, it was he was going to glide. It was a paraglider.
Oh, he had it all on his back.
And that's what it is. It's all on his back. So I hiked up the whole trail with him and talked to him and learned a lot about aerodynamics and the winds and how they do it. And so I was able to be up there on top and waiting for him to catch the right breeze and take off. And I had my little GoPro camera, and then all of a sudden, boom, he was just off and floating over the valley.
And you got it.
I did. I posted it on our website at work.
Can they find it?
Yes, they can.
Oh, good.
If they go to utahvalley.com, it will be probably listed under photos.
Great.
In that. So
Oh, how fun.
you just never know what you're going to see. That's why
You just never know what you're going to do. Your future may have more in it than you were anticipating. Like you may be out every day or something.
yeah, that would be great fun.
All right, where are we? Let's see. Business meetings, conventions, and family reunions, and weddings, and all that kind
everything.
of thing.
Well, we're also about promoting tourism in the valley. We did this last year, and we're doing it again this year. It's called Shop and Stay. And so leave home for the holiday shopping, that is, and come to Utah Valley to do your holiday shopping. Shop, dine, and stay with us this season. And you'll get $20 off your first night hotel stay, and you'll also get...
Now, is that the Marriott or any hotel?
It is.
Oh, there are 8 of them.
It is. The
Yeah, 8 or 10.
Fairfield,
Yeah.
the Hines Mansion,
Okay.
the Provo
Oh, that's
Marriott.
lovely. That's bed and breakfast
Isn't that
time.
wonderful?
That is, fun.
It is. Provo Marriott Hotel and Conference Center, the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, Provo Courtyard, they're right together there now. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, they're in Orem, right across the freeway from Utah Valley University. Hampton Inn and Suites in Orem, which is across from Utah Valley University also. Town Place Suites, 800 North in Orem, and Spring Hill Suites at Thanksgiving Point, and the Hampton Inn at Thanksgiving Point.
All of these are very, very nice facilities.
We have very, very
We
nice
do.
hotels, you're right.
And every one of them, from practically every window in any of them, you can see the beauty of this valley.
You can. So our Shop and Stay giveaway, we have a contest going on. So you have to go to our website or give us a call and to get this deal. But then you'll be entered to win a one-night stay at one of those hotels, a $100 gift certificate at University Mall, a $100 gift certificate at the Provo Town Center Mall, and a $30 certificate at the Pizza Factory.
Wow, that's good.
And also there's other discounts online. If you go online to our website, utahvalley.com, we have all kinds of coupons and discounts that you can click onto and save in the valley. So this,
Is there a time limit on this? Like, should they do it now?
well,
or does it start now?
Yeah, it's through the holidays.
Okay.
And it's, if you call 866-623-3601, you can book that package in Utah Valley and enter to win one of those giveaways that we
So
have.
first they have to book it.
Right.
Okay, let's do that again. It's 623. I'm going to start over. 866-623-3601. Right?
No, I'll start over.
Okay.
You just change those numbers there.
Okay.
Okay, the correct number is 866-626-3601.
Okay.
Or you can go to utahvalleyshopping.com.
Good. That might be a better place.
That
We
might
won't
be-
spell up the phone number for you.
Might be a better place. So
Okay, this sounds fun. I want to do this. Can anybody do this?
they sure can. They
Okay.
sure can. You know, a lot of people that live maybe out in some more of the rural towns, like
Okay.
maybe Delta, and that they want to come in and do their shopping. They could stay at one of our nice hotels for a reduced price and be entered to win some of these wonderful giveaways we have. So this is what for those of you that are on Utah Valley Live, this is our brochure on it, which is really fun. So it's utahvalleyshopping.com. Now another thing that we do to promote our area is we do a ski and stay.
Ski, dine, and stay. The
Ski.
Utah Valley way.
Ski,
Woo-hoo.
dine, and stay the Utah Valley Way. So that would be at Sundance Resort. So you get $20 off your stay at the same hotels. And it is from January 1st to February 28th.
So we can talk about this for weeks to come.
Mhm.
But they can sign up now.
Yeah, you can sign up now and actually get it on your calendar. Plan an event, and you also get $10 off your lift tickets at Sundance.
Oh, that's good.
And Sundance usually opens around the 5th of December. But so they open up
It's
a
after
little
Thanksgiving.
later. Right.
It's usually after Thanksgiving, because they're lower. They're really only 20 minutes right from where I'm sitting, 20 minutes up the mountain.
Yeah, it
That's
is one of
great.
the most beautiful ski resorts. So when you're up on the top there and you can see Utah Valley and Utah Lake, and the other direction you can see the reservoir and Heber. It's just a
So
beautiful
gorgeous,
place.
so pretty.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
did
is.
we cover a website and for Utah Valley, information for Utah Valley?
Well, not as much as I'd like to,
Oh,
because
well, let's do it.
well, but of course,
I want to
because
get Julia happy.
Because after all, it is all about Julia. No. It's all about Utah Valley Convention and Visitors
It
Bureau.
is. It is.
.com/family reunions.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And we have the family reunion group lodging and stay in Utah Valley. So what we do there is we help you plan your family reunion. We help you with ideas of what to do once you're here, where to stay. We actually have a family and group reunion guide.
Well, now I want to talk about this for a minute
Okay.
because I don't have a huge family.
Oh, mine's smaller.
Yeah. Well, okay. So just as
Well,
little.
let's see. How big is yours?
Well, I have my daughter's gone. I've lost my daughter, so I have 4 sons, and then their grandchildren. There are 15 grandchildren, and some great grands. And that's kind of a small group. When you're in Utah Valley and people around you have 12 children and 10 children, those are pretty good sized reunions. Do you handle people that just have small families and small groups and help us figure out where to meet?
We do.
The home is not large enough. Most homes aren't large enough after you have a lot of grandchildren. And they want to be busy every single minute.
They do. They have a lot of requirements. When I've worked with family reunions, they're very specific. They need a large grassy area, maybe, which hotel has that, or they're looking for a large cabin home that would hold 20 people.
And you can do that?
Yes, we have resources for
You
that.
do?
We do have resources.
Let's talk.
Andrella has, oh, you're going to have one of those?
Well, I would really love to do that because I have a birthday in November.
Oh, you do?
And I'm
right.
going to not see 50 again. You know, we talked about that, so we're not going to go any further than that. And but they're going to be coming up around Thanksgiving, possibly this year, for sure next year. And I would love to plan that out so that every single minute has kind of an agenda going.
Oh, great. Well, we can definitely help you. Definitely help you with that. Anything if
We
you're
have a
looking-
lot of ward buildings, church buildings that we could meet in, but there are limitations to what we can do there. So this really sounds like it would be fun to have outdoor activities. And
Well, Thanksgiving, it could be pretty cold here. So
well,
I
they
don't
want to
know.
go ski.
Oh, well, then that's a great time to go skiing.
Yeah, they want to go try skis on. And can we work that out with Sundance?
Not at Thanksgiving because they're not open yet.
Well, actually, it's a week later.
Well, it could be opening.
year,
It
it'd
could
be
be
a week
opening.
later.
It could be their
Yeah,
opening week. Yeah.
Ha. Okay, I'll take that. How about Christmas?
We can help you with that. Oh, Christmas is really fun and busy here with
it?
with staying that. But I just wanted to let you know that I do have the smaller family, Pat.
That's right. It's just
I have a
you.
very small family. My dad, I'm going back a generation, but my father only had a brother. They both married an only child.
Uh-huh.
I only have 3 first cousins.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Very small, and I only have 1 aunt and 1 uncle. And then I had 3 children, and of course it's growing, but I really have a small family. So if we had a family reunion, they could all stay at my house easily.
Well, I would
Easily.
like to do something really different, and I think it would be fun. I'm not going to be able, because of being on the air every day, I can't get very far away from home. And so this would work out really well. So let's talk.
Okay.
All right. And if you have a family and you'd like to have a reunion any time of the year, day or night, weekends or week, call Julia at 801-851-2100.
Great. We also have travel tips. More if you're staying at a hotel, that's where we can help get you a reduced rate on your hotel. So you can call us at 801-851-2100 or go to utahvalley.com.
Let's thank our sponsor, Kyani. We appreciate having Kyani with us always. I'm especially grateful for Kyani because for 14 years I was diabetic, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, crippling arthritis, and in July of 2010, I began taking these products, and within a month I was off of all medications. As I've said before, the very best thing, of course, was getting rid of diabetes, not worrying and stewing about taking shots or medication. Everything worked so well, and then having this incredible energy. I'm not going to challenge Julia yet, but I might for a hike or small bike ride.
I think you could challenge me with our wits. I think you might win on that one.
I can keep up with you energy-wise if we're on the flat.
Okay.
So they have been great, wonderful products. There's the Sunrise, which is a blueberry from the Alaskan tundra. They're very high in antioxidants, extremely high in antioxidants. Like 1 ounce has an ORAC value of 36,000, which is a lot of antioxidants in an ounce. And then we have the sockeye salmon and the omega-3, which is pure fish oil, absolutely no mercury guaranteed. And then there's the nitro products, the Nitro FX and the Nitro Extreme. And that's where all the energy comes from because it opens up everything in the body, makes the other products behave better, work better. But that's where the energy comes from. It's so good, and I'm so appreciative of it. So grateful to Kyani. Call 801-362-9552. Let me give you more information. Be happy to send you something, or if you care to join.
Short time I've known you, I've seen a big change in your energy.
Up and going.
Yes. And it affects your outlook too.
It does.
It affects everybody's
well,
outlook.
and that's something I should mention because so many people deal, particularly in the winter months, without getting enough light. They don't have enough light. They feel depressed, and these products will just even you out incredibly. No depression, no down days. I mean, they just have been amazing for people. I didn't suffer from that, but I had days when it snowed 5 days in a row. I was getting grumpy by the end of the 5th day. That didn't happen this past year, and I'm grateful for that. So, okay, where are we?
Wonderful. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit more about what's on our website.
All
so
right,
many
let's do it.
times when we go to websites, we don't keep going deeper and deeper into the website. Another thing we have, if you go to our website, you can go to Kids Corner.
Oh, fun.
And I actually just found this out today. Arnold told me what's available on our website. You can go, and it's fun things to do for and with your kids in Utah County. And so if your child has to do a Utah County report for school, there's maps, there's pamphlets, there's guides and links to other county information.
Is this all
websites.
Online?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's a link through our website, which is utahvalley.com. And then there's day trips that you can take, learning experiences with kids, whether it's Timpanogos Cave, Thanksgiving Point, playing at Sundance, or any of the day trips in Utah Valley. There's a whole list of those, what to do with your kids. And then there's activities there for Utah kids. You can browse through a bunch of kids' activities and find fun things to do for them. And then what really impressed me that we
Wait,
have...
let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Are a lot of these free? Because I think in the economy we're in, that people do look for things to do with kids to keep them entertained, particularly when they're out of school or on the weekends, even after school activities. And it's, that's a concern now, particularly if you've got 5 or 6
Right.
children with you, that
It adds
elementary,
up,
in the
yeah.
elementary and junior high ages. Kids want to go. They want to be on the go, and they want to learn. They're in a process of growing and learning, but there is a cost to a lot of things. So are some of these things free that they can go to and participate?
Some are and some are not. But I'm sure as
Have you mentioned the museum in Springville?
last week.
Okay, I want to mention that again because it is a great place to take children. And all ages. I started taking one of my grandchildren when she was only 2. And she still finds that one of her favorite places to go because we talked about over and over. She saw the paintings over and over, and sometimes new ones. But it was a good adventure for her because it was warm. We were inside. She could run a little bit. And then as she got older, she said, well, that looks like such and such painting. And it turned out to be that was the painter. That was the artist.
That's so smart to
it is.
expose them so
It is.
early to arts.
So that doesn't cost anything.
No. And then we even, on this same things to do for kids, even have a link that you can go to that says specifically free things to do for kids. And things you can do in Utah Valley that are free to take your children to. Then there's coupons to some of the different attractions. I was most excited about, probably because I have 2 daughters that are school teachers. But a fun website to visit, you can go and you can play games and download activities. And there's also a link here that takes you to Utah Education Network, UEN, and they have interactive learning games for kids ages K through 2 and 3 through 6.
Okay, let me have where they go.
They go to utahvalley.com.
Okay.
And then from there they will go to things to do and see.
Okay, things to do and see.
And then they would go to Kids Corner.
Okay.
And that's where
so we're in Kids Corner.
We're in
you just
Kids
go
Corner.
through everything there. Okay,
right.
That looks good.
And the last link, it says fun websites to visit. And that's where you can go for the K to 2 interactive learning games and the 3 to 6 learning active games. And I actually went on that and played a few of the games.
Did you win?
I think I did well. I hope I did well.
I love it.
I don't know, Gifford, is that big red dog?
Yes.
He was one of the things that I was playing with. But that's a great resource that I didn't even know we had that on our website. So I wanted to share that with people if they have grandchildren or children, some of the things to do.
Last week you mentioned something about a dollhouse. Is that come and gone already?
It has.
Shoot, I wanted to know about that. How about, I was going to ask you about some of these choral groups that are coming up for the holidays. This one at CBB, what is that?
That's us, the Convention
Yeah, the
Visitors
Convention
Bureau.
Bureau.
Well, on our website we have a calendar of events that you can go to, and you put in what dates you're interested in, and it's just this long list of everything that's going on.
Well, now, do you have things like the Sarah, what's going on there,
We do.
and also at the Hale Theater, and there are a couple of other community theaters.
We only have information on our website that is people call in and tell us about their events.
Oh, that's right. Talk about that.
So if you have an event coming up or a concert that you would like to get the word out, call Andrella at 851-2100 and give her all the information. Preferably if you have it that you can email us with a picture and all the information. She'll put it on our website.
Now, email is what?
Email is utahvalley.com. I don't know the email offhand. Sorry, I almost gave out my email, but I'm not the contact for that.
We'll get that for you. Meanwhile, we do have a chat room. If you have questions you'd like to ask and you're near your computer, pat.utahvalleylive.com, and you can get in our chat room. And we've read some things off of that, and we've seen some pictures. So, but I did want to go back to the choral because these are different singing groups are coming up and going to be more and more before the holidays, and I'm excited about those. one was inviting people, and do you remember where it was? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
that
try
was.
to remember
It was,
where it was.
the Nebo Philharmonic.
Inviting people to participate.
Their first rehearsal was just this past Saturday, and then they will have 2 more rehearsals, and then they have performances on Veterans Day.
Oh, that'll be
Coming
great.
up.
Coming up. Okay.
Another thing, if you go to our website, utahvalley.com, you can sign up for our newsletter. And our newsletter that's coming up talks about, gives you links to the Veterans Day celebrations throughout the whole valley.
Okay.
Many cities have their own celebration, and it talks about coming up at Thanksgiving Point, Eat Like a Pilgrim, where they have all the food spread out. You immerse yourself in the culture of the Pilgrims, and I think you eat with your hands, and they have big long tables, and everybody dresses
Kids love it.
Oh, kids would love it. And there's a cost to that. But our newsletter comes out regularly, and it has a lot of what's coming up, so you can plan.
So you just email it.
Right.
Email it, the newsletter out.
If we have your email address, then we can send that to you.
Well, they can always call 801-5
851.
851-2100.
At utahvalley.com. See, I don't know everything. I don't know everything. But the nice
They
thing...
just put that together. That's why you didn't know 2 minutes ago.
No, I think we've had that for quite a while. Visitors at utahvalley.com is where you can email that information to us for the events that you have coming up. Also in this newsletter that we have, this time of year in Utah Valley, it's just jam-packed. You could do something every night, every day. And so on our website there we'll have information for the Thanksgiving festivals, and all the schools have their
And the Christmas and
concerts and
everything.
everything that will be coming up on there.
If you're listening to us on the radio, encourage your friends to join you at noon for the Pat Sheranian Show, and all these marvelous people that are on every week with me. And of course there are new ones all the time, and more coming up, and people spinning off their own shows on this radio station. They're going to be spinning on. Hello, Julia. But there
My
are.
head is spinning already. My head is
We've got some wonderful people coming up in the future, so do, if you will, share the information about KHQN 1480 with your friends and relatives, and the same thing if you would direct people. They can't find us on the internet if they don't have the address, pat.utahvalleylive.com. Invite them to join us. The signal for the radio station reaches most of Utah Valley, but we know that we have interesting things that are happening for people way beyond. So if you'll share the address, pat.utahvalleylive.com. And we're going to be offering free tickets coming up to some things I've offered. I'm going to offer another bottle of the Kayani, the 32 ounce, filled with blueberries and wonderful other super fruits and vitamins and minerals. It's a $45 value. If you're interested, call 801-362-9552, 362-9552, and we'll get a bottle of Kayani to you, and boy, will you love it. We sure appreciate them.
Well, we sure appreciate everybody that's listening to us and that tunes in on pat.utahvalleylive.com, because we're here to answer your questions, to help you, to give you more information and things you haven't thought of. So we do appreciate your time and joining us for this hour. And I personally look forward to next Monday, because it's going to be Halloween. And
That's right.
And I'm going to wear my Halloween sweater.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm wearing my Halloween sweater that I wear it maybe 2 times a year, because the day before and the day of Halloween. So
Okay, in that case, well, last week I had flying hair all over the place, and so I had it all cut off. Now I don't know what I'm going to do, but I do have a witch's hat.
Oh, there you go. You wear your hat all
As
over
long
my
as you tell me
sweater.
it's not typecast.
No, it's not.
Okay, good.
No, it's not.
Okay. We appreciate you being with us today, and have a great week. Make it fun. Make it what you want it to be. Remember who you are and have fun at it. And stay safe and be healthy. And we'll be here tomorrow. Well, I'll be here tomorrow.
You'll be here tomorrow.
Julia will be at her desk tomorrow. Have a great day, and thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.